everyone! Welcome to my very first 24-hour readathon. I'm so excited to do this. I finally feel like I've been welcomed at the cool kids table to be able to do this romance readathon, and I don't read romance. I don't know the last time that I did, but I love a little romance subplot in all the fantasy that I read. I'm always a sucker for it, so I'm really excited to read some new reads, some new genres, discover how much of a sucker I really am for romance. So here is my TBR for the 24-hour romance readathon. I got some recommendations from Jamie, and I also chose a couple myself. They're a bit random, but it's her first day, so go easy, please. First up on my TBR, we have The Bride Test, which was recommended to me by Jamie. I don't know anything about it, apart from the fact that she recommends really good books, so excited to kind of go in blind and see how I like this one. Next, we have one that I'm sure a lot of people will be very excited about. Normal People. I've heard so much about this book, but not about the actual plot. So I haven't had any spoilers, and I am very excited because clearly this is a fave all around. I feel like this might be my first one that I want to dive into, honestly. Okay, so the graphic novel that I wanted, actually the two graphic novels that I wanted, did not come into the library in time, so I kind of just picked whatever I could find. It's called Fresh Romance, and I think it's just a bunch of little romance stories. I don't know, I thought that putting a graphic novel on here could be really good as like a nice, easy read for me to do when I'm feeling a little bit tired. I have no idea if it'll be good or terrible or anything, anything about this, but we'll see, we'll give it a go. And lastly, was a pick of my own. It's a bit random, but I have decided to read the complete works of Shakespeare. No, I'm kidding. I looked through what I already had, the books I have at home, and I didn't have any like classic romances like Pride and Prejudice. I thought I had a copy of Pride and Prejudice, but I don't know where it is, or any Jane Austen, honestly. But what I do have is the complete works of Shakespeare. And I have not read Cymbeline, which was a romance recommendation for a Shakespeare play from one of my friends. So I'm going to try to read Cymbeline by William Shakespeare. It's kind of a lesser known one, so we'll see how we go. These are my romance TBRs for the next 24 hours. I might have bitten off more than I can chew, but I'm hoping that they will captivate me enough to continue reading them if I don't get through everything. I don't know. I'm feeling less and less confident by the second, looking at the size of these books. Obviously, Shakespeare's a lot shorter, but it is pretty dense. So, we will see. We're going to try pull an all-nighter, but I've also got a stream to do tonight, so I'll probably actually start around midnight my time. I've just been out for drinks, so she's a busy gal today, okay? But definitely Saturday is going to be all reading. All reading all day, and I'm very, very excited. So come along, join me. Mwah. I have also picked up dinner on the way home. Oh, look at her. It's a vegan chicken burger. I'm so excited. So I'm going to get stuck into this. I'm going to do my stream. With my friend Michelle, we're going to be playing old school RuneScape, which I know nothing about, but if anyone has nostalgia for that game, absolutely let me know. And then I'm just going to start reading. Oh boy. Let's see how we go. Wish me luck. Okay. Normal people? Wow. Wow. I'm only like 20 pages in and it is something else. I'm so sorry if you can hear my ASMR rain sounds in the background, but I wasn't ready. I was not ready. Already it is a roller coaster of emotions and really good. Really, really good. I think I'm really gonna enjoy this readathon. I think I'm really gonna enjoy romance. Ooh! Having it be about teenagers and not be problematic, at least at this stage. But like, the main characters are clearly more aware and just more onto it in terms of what is going on in the world around them. Already mention of the Communist Manifesto. Shout out. Karl Marx. We love to see it. I'm very, very impressed. I think I see why there's a little bit of hype around it. Ooh. Good choice. Stunning suggestion from Jamie and the others. Thank you. Thank you for getting me to read this, because I'm already absolutely in love with it. So excited to read more. Hello and good morning. Sorry if you can hear weird scratching. Pepper has found something to tear up, so that's her exercise for the day, I suppose. I lasted until about 3:30 a.m. last night reading, and then I passed out. But I woke up again this morning and I've been doing some reading. It is a super stormy day today, so it's very cozy vibes. And I just had my lash appointment. I desperately needed to get them done, so now I feel a little bit bitter about being on camera. My lashes are a mess. But I feel like I have a lot to catch up on, a lot of reading to catch up on, and I'm kind of feeling the pressure. But I'm also very excited to be reading all day today. I'll be reading until at least 1 a.m. I'm thinking that to catch up, I might go again until about 3. But I did read some of the graphic novel that I got. It has like little short stories, little short romance stories. And it was fine. It was like a cute little romance between a witch and just a normal guy and, you know, a couple of secret lesbians. So we love to see it. We love to see that. I'm wondering if any of the others will be anything like groundbreaking, because this was very much like, oh, they're not allowed to be together because witches and normal people can't date, and gay bad, I guess. But this is my reading uniform for today. Super cozy tracksuit. Oh, I am so excited. I feel like I should start something else, just to get a little bit of a jump start on reading all of these books, but I cannot put down Normal People. It's so good. I have cried probably about 3 times already. I love it. I love it. I don't want to share my thoughts just yet because I might wait for that until I get close to the end. But we'll see. I'm very excited. Okay. I'm gonna rug up in bed, honestly. I've just had like really quick meals today. I've just got like frozen food and up and goes, like liquid breakfast. So we're gonna spend as much time as physically possible just reading. So I am on page, just an update from last night, I am on page 109 of Normal People, and I have a feeling that I have severely overestimated my reading ability. Like, I don't know if I'm a super fast reader. I haven't really had anyone to compare to at the moment, but also Chloe did stay up literally all night, so she's done super duper well. I'm pretty sure the rest of us passed out at some point. But I'm gonna keep on going. I'm gonna truck through. Is that a saying? I don't know. I feel a little bit hungover, not because I actually had like heaps to drink last night, just because I didn't sleep very much because I was trying to read. But I don't feel like sleeping. I feel like I just want to keep on reading. I'm not a religious person, but I do sometimes think God made you for me. How do you go on living after reading stuff like that? Okay, it is like 5 p.m. and I just finished Normal People. Yeah, paper. I am feeling so many emotions and I don't know how to explain all of them. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful book. The way that they address trauma and anxiety and other forms of mental illness like depression is handled in such an eloquent way that I feel like I've never heard put into words quite like that, but it was so moving and, oh my god, heart-wrenching, but so real. It was so real. I feel like the entire story, it really touched me. I cried a bit, not too much, but honestly, thinking about trauma and abuse can be things that are quite triggering for me, but like also kind of nice to, not nice, that's the wrong word. you know, when you have something traumatic happen to you, and sometimes to read about other people's experiences or just read about it in general can be comforting in a strange way. And I think you just kind of feel like you're not alone in those circumstances when you feel like other people are or have experienced the same things. And I know that it's a work of fiction, and sorry, I'm trying not to cry. I know that it's a work of fiction, but it was just handled in such a precious, unique way that I really appreciated. So I just read the second little story in this graphic novel series just to give myself a little bit of a break, and it was called Ruined. It was a period piece, kind of Edwardian, I believe, and it was only volume 1. There was a cliffhanger. I wanted to know what was going to happen. Oh, I really enjoyed it, and I feel upset that I don't get to find out what happens. The second part of it is not in this series, and now I need to find it because I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really cute. I initially felt like reading something Edwardian in this little readathon. I was trying to find a Jane Austen, and that kind of was like, ooh, it was like a little teaser, but I wanted more. Ugh. So frustrated at myself for not getting or not knowing that there was actually a second part. Damn it. It was so much better than the first one. First one in the series, I was like, oh, okay, a bit cliche. What was it called? School Spirit. Yes. It was very teenager-y, and this one was a little bit more adult. I just want more. I'm gonna have to see if that's... gonna have to see where I can find the second part of that. Thank you very much. Anyways, I think I'm gonna take a little break for dinner, and then I'm probably gonna get into the bride test. Ah, how exciting!
At the time, I don't know if I still do, about their activism. Alessandra, what are you doing? Allie! What are you doing? You're looking to get bed.
Pippa only wants her tail to be in the shot. Sorry, so I am on page 173, so that's like, I think it's got like 300 pages, so we're gonna get there tonight. I did not have faith in my ability, but now I think I will actually finish this tonight. And then I only have Cymbeline to get through. It is 10:50 p.m. right now, and I'm gonna go until at least 1 a.m. I will have to go until 3 a.m. We'll see how we go, but I might do my little wrap up in the morning, depending on how absolutely dead I am. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, I have hit another spur of energy. I've found my energy source that comes from being a night owl. I thought that I would have to go to bed at like 7 p.m. I was like, oh boy, it's getting to me. She's tired. But we've picked up again. So, I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to do this. As I say that, my confidence is waning, but no, I believe in me. Let's do this. It is 12:45 a.m. and I just finished the bride test. I cried a little bit. Emotions hitting hard. Also maybe because I haven't slept very much. It was so good. So much fun. Just like a fun little rom-com with like a lot of crazy surprises. I think it's the kind of rom-com that I'd want to see a movie of, not to be that person that's like, all books have to be a movie, but this would be such a good movie. I think I'll share more thoughts later, but look at this cutie. Oh, Peepa. She's been sleeping here. Ignore my Cliff Bar, wrap it. She's been sleeping here all night, keeping Mum company. What a good girl. So, I just have Cymbeline to go. I'm not sure if I'm mentally prepared to read an entire Shakespeare play, but I at least want to get started. Very excited for that. And just like that, the readathon is complete. I have finished my first 24-hour readathon. It's actually the following night now, and I just wanted to do my little wrap up and tell you guys my thoughts on everything that I read. First of all, I'll start off with Cymbeline by William Shakespeare. I did not finish this. I was far too tired to finish it, unfortunately. But I did read a few scenes, just like pretty much just up to the end of Act 1, sorry. But it's definitely something that I do want to finish. And it's just like a fun little... It's more of a rom-com, honestly. Well, I don't know. Some parts are tragic, but I don't know. Spoilers for Cymbeline, I guess. No one, like, good dies in it, which is very unlike Shakespeare. So that basically means it's a comedy. And it has some fun characters and fun plot points. If I'm honest, I kind of wanted to read it so that I could flex, but that's pretty silly of me. You're not a brainiac for reading Shakespeare, Yana. I just really love Shakespeare, and Cymbeline's one that I hadn't read. I think I will read it soon, though. I don't know. Is anyone interested in plays? I used to read plays like a lot because they're also easier than reading like a full book if you don't have a lot of time. Lots of fun. I don't know. Would you like to see more? Maybe I'll do some in the future. Next up, I will talk about this fresh romance collection of 5 graphic novels. I did finish them all. They were very easy to read, and I was quite surprised. I definitely enjoyed some more than others. The first one, School Spirit, was a bit, high school, teenagery, not really anything too special. That was probably my least favorite. Also, the Ruby Equation was like cute, but I didn't really care about it. Did I not read the last one? I thought that was a preview. Oops. I only read 4 of them. Ruined was like, I just liked the aesthetic, the like, Edwardian period piece kind of vibes. The Jane Austen vibes I enjoyed. But again, I wish that it had more. I genuinely wanted to read more. And Beauties, which I was like, oh, this is going to be a fairy one, isn't it? Let's read the fairy one. It was more of like a cute little fairy tale. And I really liked it. It felt like a little fable or like an ancient Greek tale almost. It was very like Beauty and the Beast. And it was really cute. I don't know, it was fun and lighthearted. Sweet little romance. I quite enjoyed this. I'm very surprised by it, honestly. They were just fun little things, and I probably would pick up other volumes if they have the second part of Ruined. That's what I want to read. Next up, I'm going to talk about The Bride Test. This was such a fun rom-com, very easy to read. It was a little bit like fairy tale towards the end, where it was like, oh, and magically everything goes right. But I kind of enjoyed that. So one thing, I don't want to spoil, but one thing that does bug me in a lot of the times actually in movies is characters not communicating. When you're like, okay, your main conflict is just because you guys haven't communicated properly. That does bug me, and there was a lot of miscommunication in this book. And it was frustrating just because that's the kind of person that I am. But it made sense in this book as well. I think my frustration was a good thing. I think that's the point. There are language barriers in this book. Like, not hugely, but like a little bit. And there's also one of the main characters is autistic. So the communication errors totally make sense on his part, honestly. And I really liked it. I really liked that they did have a main character with autism. I believe that the author also is autistic. So, I don't know, it was really fun representation. I thought it was really cute. And the humor was never ever making fun of autistic people. It was really sweet. And I think it is something that I think it's really important to show stories where people with differences in, their mental health or physical health or anything find love. Because there's kind of this stigma that like people who are too different are unlovable or can't find love, and that is just completely untrue. And this book was such a great example of that. It was so cute, very funny, really enjoyed it. Oh, I guess maybe I'll give star ratings to these novels. I would say this is probably 4 stars. Like, it was really well written, the characters were great, it was really fun and very easy to read. It wasn't like groundbreaking for me, but it was super duper fun, and I totally recommend it if you like romance. And finally, we have to talk about normal people. This absolutely broke me. Absolutely broke me. What an incredible read. What an absolute journey. The writing is beautiful. It is all present tense, and I think that makes it very real and so in the moment. I think that the author did just a fantastic job of that. And I loved it. I cried so many times. It follows the characters over a series of years, starting in high school, and just the journeys that they go on was so relatable and so realistic, and the way that it talks about mental health is, I think, so important. It was, again, so realistic, very down to earth, not clinical, or when it was clinical, it was very obvious that it was trying to be clinical. It was making a point of it. And I just felt such a deep connection with these characters, and I don't know if I've ever read a love story where it was like so intense. It was so intense, and not like their relationship was not so intense, and not in a like really overly sexual way. It was just that these two characters have some kind of magnetism that was just on another level, and the writing does such a good job of conveying that. And it's absolutely beautiful, out of this world, 5 stars, 100%. I am so happy that I got to read this book, especially very quickly. I think it was great to have that journey in a short space of time, you know, because the writing really gets to you. Really gets to you. I definitely had a few emo moments, but it might have been because I was also very tired, that I was just like, oh, what is life? But it was super duper fun. I'd say like 3 out of 4 of my reads is a pretty good success. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to do it, but I don't know, I'm pretty impressed with myself for my first ever readathon. Next time I think I'll actually try and pull an all-nighter and be a little bit more prepared, because I had some busy days and I was not fully prepared. But it was so much fun, and I love romance. I love romance books now. She's a romantic. So if you have any suggestions, or if you've read these books and also have some thoughts on them, please let me know. And thank you so much for watching. You guys are awesome. I will see you in the next video. Oh, also check out everyone else who did this readathon at the same time as me as well. I will put all the links, but yes, Irish Reader, Jamie's Library, Kate Literature, and Books with Chloe did a romance readathon this weekend too. So watch those videos, how fun. Ooh, can you hear that rain? Ooh, the storm's coming down. Oh, that's a vibe. That's a vibe.